Okay, welcome back everybody. I got another review here of some old stuff. These actually are things that probably if I just did them individually would be pretty short videos, so I thought I'd combine a bunch of them together for these. But anyway, this is all like communication devices. So let's just get into it. So first I'll go over these three right here in front of me. Get that out of the way. These things right here. I'll start with these two first. So both of these are Radioshack FM transceivers, and they are, the model number is TRC 509, and they take a 9-volt battery. Each of them do, and these actually do work. They're from I think they're from 1995 when they came out, but I think they both work pretty well. The antenna sticks out right here, you know, pretty good length for an antenna, longer than the walkie-talkies today. As for reference, here is a modern set of Midland walkie-talkies. They came out, I mean, they're pretty much new, and their antennas are shorter. So this is how far they've came. They're a little smaller too, a little more compact, amongst other differences. But there's one, and here's the second one. Antenna sticks out again like that. Comes on. There is a this button you switch on right over here, and the volume right there, and then you push the button this button right there to talk, to hold it down and talk to somebody. And this is like if you want to ring somebody, like if you're like away from their radio or walkie-talkie, however you want to say it, you can push that and they'll like ring it. It'll ring. But yeah, very cool things. Both from 95. This one's actually missing the little clip like this one has, but hey, that's no big deal. But alright, on to the next one. This here I'm pretty proud about because actually I only have one of these. I didn't buy the other one with this, but it's a Channel Master walkie-talkie, and it's really early on. Let's see. There's a little date. It's kind of stamped. It's not really written. It's a stamped date. It says 1966, August of '66. So that's pretty old there. I paid $5 for it, by the way. And so even if it didn't work, I still like it. It looks pretty cool. It's actually pretty heavy as compared to one of the newer ones, and even ones from the 90s too, are a little smaller. But the really cool thing about this, and I hope I have enough room for this, is the antenna. This antenna is way longer than I thought it was going to be. So here, let me start pulling this out. So here's the antenna. It's almost hitting the wall over there. It's a really tall thing, really long antenna, as compared to here's the comparisons. Here's the newer one with the short antenna right there. Here's one from the 90s, which the antenna goes up to right there. Here's one from the 60s. It can't fit in the frame. One from the 60s, and it goes way up there to the wall, right over there where that little bump, or the little end of it is, right over there. So that's pretty cool, pretty long, and thankfully it's not broken off. I know a lot of the older walkie-talkies that have these, they're harder to find nowadays without the antenna broken off or warped or bent. This is kind of warped, but still works pretty well. Like I say, I'm not too upset about it or too mad about it not knowing if it works, because it still looks pretty cool, just kind of hanging somewhere like you walk around with it. There's the volume right there. You roll it. I guess that cuts it on. And this too takes. This is kind of stuck on here. I'm just gonna get this off. Well, let's see. Well, I guess I'll do it the other way. So there's actually, oh yeah, there's the talk button. It says what to do. And there's a thing place for earphones too. I think actually this one has, well, always have earphones, right? Doesn't this one? Oh no, this doesn't have earphones at all. This doesn't have a place for earphones at all, but this does. And I'm pretty sure the new one does too. Of course, you've already seen a lot of the newer ones. So well, I'll show it anyways. There we go. Place for earphones. But one thing I found pretty cool about this, and I'm sure a lot of like people in the 60s, a lot of the kids didn't actually do this with theirs, but take the back off of it. This is just a flathead screwdriver. Take the back off. It's actually really cool to see all the old components. So, whoops. Let's see if I can get this off of here. Almost got it. I thought I had it. I thought I had it, but I almost got it. I think that should be off now. So let's see if I can get this off of here. Okay, there we go. It's coming off now. So there we go. And there's where the battery would go, a 9-volt battery. Now, like I don't know a lot of like electrical components. I don't know like the names of a lot of them. Except, I mean, I know like I've heard of like resistor and all that. I can't like point them out very well, or it'd be too many to point them out. But this is how this looks. It's actually really cool to look at it. There's the button right there. Here's the volume knob and the on button. But it's very cool to see how all these looked. How this much was needed to make a walkie-talkie. But anybody who knows like a lot about circuitry and all that, let me know down below like some things that you notice. But this is actually, I don't know why, when I got this thing, I just like stared at it for like 10 or 15 minutes, just in awe of everything. But very cool, very interesting. There's the antenna comes in right at the top down. There's a little tube down there. But anyway, let me put this back on. Put the battery terminal, or not battery terminal, the battery thing back on. It's kind of stuck earlier. I don't know why I was stuck. Okay, let's see if I can do this now. Actually, I think it'd be better if I put this on first. There we go, back on. Alright, supposedly you can take this battery cover off. I have to do all that, but I don't want it to break anything. Anyway, but that's how this is. This little strap here, still pretty good shape here, the strap. But yeah, that's that. Like I say, I'm not even mad about not having the other one right now, because this is actually just cool to have, like sitting somewhere, like if you had it way off from the edge of the table somewhere, that would just look like something pretty cool to have. Like if you extended the antenna some, it just looks something like futuristic or science fiction. At least to me it does. Okay, now moving away from the walkie-talkies, we get move the screwdriver out of the way. Moving away from the walkie-talkies, we now have what this thing. So this says realistic plug-and talk wireless intercom, and it's got some knobs here and some buttons and a cord that comes off the top. And the back it's got some labels on it, a lot of scratches too, but some labels. So what this is a wireless intercom. So you'd have this sitting somewhere, like, I don't know if you can hang it up anywhere. I don't think you can hang it anywhere. Like on a table or something like that. And somebody else would have another one, like in the house somewhere, maybe like, down at the other end of the house or room or something like that. And if you need someone's attention or like want to talk to them, you could hit this button and you can talk into them. It's almost like one of these walkie-talkies. It really is. Like, just imagine having one in one room and one in another room. This is basically just a big walkie-talkie, except it's corded. It's not reportable. Like I said, I actually don't have the other one of these, but it still is pretty cool to have, just sitting at a table somewhere in my room or whatever. It does, in fact, plug up and come on. So let me plug this into the wall. Okay, I plugged it in, and I think, there we go, I cut it on, and the light came on too. It says the light where the talk button is. And you push it down, and you talk to somebody. There's the lock, like if you wanted to let's see, what's that? I can't remember what the lock is for. This button's kind of sticky. I'm not sure if that's some. I think what was supposed to happen is that, like, if you were like busy with something, doing something with your hands, like working on something, and you didn't like couldn't spare a free hand to hold down the button the whole time, you could lock this down, and you could like leave it down while you're talking. But let me try to get this back up. Okay, I guess it came back up. And here's the call button, just much like this call button right here. You would ring for somebody, but very interesting, very cool. There's a label back on the back here. It says made in Korea, by the way. That's interesting. And oh, but it's made in Japan, so made in Japan, made in Korea. It's interesting to see where things are made at over the years, because it changes. But this is Realistic, which is a Radioshack brand. So this probably came from Radioshack back in the 80s somewhere. I'm not sure what year, but it was back in the 80s at some point. So let me unplug this. There we go. And there we go. And now move on to the last thing, which you can already sort of see right here in the corner. But this is something that, another phone. So I recently reviewed my car phone, a Motorola bag phone, and this is just another phone here. And this is made in the early 80s, back when Garfield was all popular and everything. And this actually used to work. We don't have a landline anymore. Landlines are kind of obsolete for a lot of homeowners and just regular citizens. Now, I think some businesses still have them, but that's beside the point. But the cool thing is that these eyes still work. You lift up the receiver. And of course, there's like all the buttons here. You push, who you want to call or whatever. And you would, after you got done, you'd hang it back up and the eyes close. Very cool. It's actually just a little lever right there you push to control that. And here's the long landline cord you'd plug into a wall somewhere. And you got a pretty long phone cord. Whoops, it's all tangled up. Oh yeah, that's right. The phone has a landline attached to it. So right now, the base is basically disconnected from the whole thing. We just have the this is confusing, all the cords up here. We just have the phone now. So nothing is actually connected to the base. It's just that it's got the little eyes that open up. And I wonder if there was something that went right there, right across here, because it looks like there was something. But everything still works pretty good, I think. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can test this out. I don't know how easy to test it out because we don't have landline anymore, and all that. But very cool. Put this back on. There we go. A lot of people found these phones kind of creepy. I'm not really sure why. I guess the eyes opened up. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Are those things creepy or not? Because I don't really think so, but some people did. But here we go. Here's our short little video of, well, I'll put these in here too. I didn't really review those. Those are kind of modern Midland. I mean, the switch comes on and everything. But that's beside the point, really. Anyway, here's a little lineup here. Garfield Phone, the Intercom, the Walkie Talkies, all that. But, yeah. I guess, with that being said, have a great day. Take it away, Hayden. Have a great day. Be seeing you.